Hi everyone, this is Michelle, your ELA. I hope you all had a wonderful week break and are ready to get back into the teaching period. So for week 7, we're looking at psychodynamic perspectives. So namely Freud and Erikson. Psychodynamic theories are heavily influenced by psychoanalytic theory, which is a collective term for the perspectives that focus on the psyche and the unconscious principles. Some people consider these theories to be slightly outdated, but they're still present in our language and our approach to education. So for example, when we talk about a need for closure, we're using a word and working from an idea that was originally developed by Freud. Many people use language and theories without being fully aware of the theory that they've chosen. Psychodynamic theories seem to be especially prone to this kind of misuse and neglect. So you can see in the pictures we've got Freud at the top and we've got Erikson down the bottom. Now Erikson introduced the psychosocial theory, which also placed emphasis on the role of the ego in the child's development, but with more focus on the social aspects of learning. The psychodynamic perspective extends upon Freud's idea with a more holistic model, where the child's mind, body, and physical, social, and emotional worlds form into an integrated system that guides growth and development. Learning is viewed as a holistic process in which skills and competencies develop as a result of interactions with the range of activities experienced in real-life situations. So many aspects of psychological perspectives focus on human emotions, although it is the attention to the subconscious that is different in psychodynamic perspectives. It seems that there's often criticisms to this approach, that it focuses too much on the individual, and so have a think about why this might be a problem. Freud was also criticised for the psychosexual stages and a perceived obsession with sex. Do you think this reflects the time that it was developed? And does this mean that all of the theoretical approach is not useful? So again, similar to behaviourism, do we throw it all out or do we take what we can from the theory? This short slideshow, which you can see the link down the bottom, critiques the strengths and challenges of psychodynamic perspectives. So after viewing this, you might wonder how psychodynamic theories would support current thinking about social and emotional well-being. I will put the link to this slideshow in the Week 7 discussion board thread for you to access. It's really interesting to have a look at and it's a good summary. Okay, so our readings for Week 7. So the first one, the Manning-Morton reading, provides an overview of psychoanalytic ideas and particularly how they've influenced early childhood education. There are some interesting comparisons between Freud and Piaget, which might come in really handy for assignment 2 if these are your chosen theories. The second reading, the Mitchell and Zahler reading, focuses on Freud's theory of personality development and the psychosexual stages of development. It is interesting to see that this theory is often disputed, and yet so many of the ideas are used in today's everyday conversations and thinking. Finally, there's also a link to a Freudian personality test. It's in the additional resources section. It's a set of about 36 questions, and from the results you might gain some insight into how Freud would analyse your personality. It is only a 5-minute quiz. It might make you shake your head in disbelief or actually laugh out loud at some of the questions being asked. It's not to be taken too seriously though. It's more just to give you an insight into Freud. So if you have 5 minutes to spare, take a look at it and it might give you a bit of a chuckle. Okay, so our activities this week, we've actually got 2 discussion board activities. The first activity for the week is 7.4, which looks at manifesting issues within the teaching environment. So basically you're asked to reflect on the readings for the week and use a concept map to discuss how a social issue might manifest within teaching and learning. For example, bullying, peer exclusion, and inappropriate social behaviour. So see if you can relate these issues back to what Freud and others have discussed in a psychodynamic perspective. So for example, bullying. Is there more than one type of bullying? If we don't see the bullying happening, what else might we be looking for? So what does Freud say about the root cause for this? The same or similar questions can be asked about other behaviours. So overachievers, teachers' pets, perfectionism, all these things we often ascribe to children just being how they are things that can impinge on their learning experience. So have a think about how Freud might analyse this or help in this situation. The second activity is 7.5 and aims to give you a greater understanding of the differences between the theories of Freud and Erikson by providing you with a really short video to view. Now, it is only a snippet of the whole video. You do have to subscribe to see the whole video in action. So don't feel you have to do that. It's just to give you a bit of an overview. What the task needs you to do for this week is to share one benefit and one limitation of the theories in the video. And as usual, you're asked to respond to your group mates and have a discussion about the task for the week. A few friendly reminders now that we're back into the second half of the teaching period. Assignment 2 is due on Monday of week 9, so that's the 14th of May at 5 p.m. Hopefully you've been utilising the valuable resources to support your studies, such as the Assignment 2 question and answer discussion board. We've got the A2 Padlet there, which includes the flipped collaborate recording, links to student portal support, Venn templates, the theories crib sheet, and other essay writing support. If you do have any further questions regarding this assignment, make sure you post them on the Assignment 2 Q&A discussion board. Please avoid sending me emails directly about the assignment, as a question you might have, someone else might also have on the discussion board, so it'd be great to share that. Of course, if they're just about you and your assignment, then shoot me an email, but otherwise, ask your question on the discussion board so that everyone can join in. Finally, I just want to leave you with one little extra video this week, and I really like it, and if you can spare a few minutes, have a watch of it. It's a really inspiring TED Talk to remind you why you wanted to become educators in the first place. It's not a long video and will hopefully give you some inspiration for your studies in 2018 and beyond. Alright, I look forward to hearing from you all soon in the discussion boards as you get back into the swing of things and ramp up for a busy second half of the teaching period. Thanks, guys.